The last time we saw each other, we were right here at the front of my property cleaning and clearing to move boulders. I'll give you a sneak peek. We did move a few. The big reveal is not ready just yet though. I've got to do some front fence work and some landscaping up here. So let me show you what I did finish in the last 4 months. Perfect measurements, everything, huh?
Yeah.
Well, joke's on me. Not everything was perfect building this shed. I absolutely love how it turned out though. Thanks to Aero Storage Products, today's video sponsor, I'm gonna take you behind the scenes of this build and all its fiascos. There were a few. So let's start first by watering the dirt to get it all malleable to push. I hate to admit this, but that spot you just saw us level and grade, it was not the first spot we cleared and started leveling. Yeah, let that sink in. I'll show you on the drone the first spot we cleared. When we were doing this work, I just saw the much bigger picture. It opened it up. I knew this spot was meant for events, live music, where a bunch of people can sit in chairs under umbrellas and enjoy. And a shed in the middle of all that would impede. So here is the spot that I chose, just to the north of the pergolas. Thank you so much to Tim, my neighbor. Without him, his equipment, his expertise, his knowledge, I couldn't start any of these projects. So thank you, Tim, so much for your help. And while we worked on this during the weekends, during the week, I cut and painted the shed's exterior.
Take your finger with it. I mean, you can hold it here like this. It's very easy. Do this one here.
This siding is called Smart Side. It's engineered wood I just picked up at Home Depot. It comes in 4x8 panels and they're a bit expensive, about $51 per panel. I had to buy 10, yes. The good news is I have leftover extra remnants for a future project. It's a nice cedar texture and it comes pre-primed. So you may have noticed in this video, we still haven't gotten to the actual build yet. I've had to really wrap my head around this. Each project takes multiple weekends, multiple steps. It's a process. You can't just have this mindset of like, let's throw it up, let's go, let's build it, because that's typically how I am. So in this next step, let's pour the concrete and put down the plywood floor. So here is our first fiasco. We anchored down the base kit to the concrete, built the floor frame, and went to stack those two, and it didn't fit. So I have a big hurdle to overcome, which is going to require backtracking on all of our work. We spent a bunch of time ripping up the base kit, the concrete anchors, re-leveling the dirt, just to reset it all and find out, well, everything was correct the first time. We just needed to wiggle the floor frame a bit, and it sits on the base kit not the way you logically assume. So the moral of the story here is make sure everything is square as you build it, so you will not second guess yourself in a split second. Tear it all apart just to find out you really didn't need to. If you just took a few more minutes to step back, look at things from a different angle, and try again. But I guess that's really how all life works. Hello, good morning. We are back working on the shed. It has been a few weeks since we worked on it last. I got heat stroke, well, heat exhaustion. My dog got heat exhaustion that day. It was like 95 to 97, just full high desert sun. Today, we're trying to get moving fast before it gets too hot again, but hopefully it's only about 87 as the high today. So, you can see our progress. We are hoping to put up the walls. That's our goal today, is to put up the walls and maybe even the roof. We'll see.
1128.
This shed kit from Aero Storage Products comes in one box minus the siding. It's simple. Match each numbered part with the instructions. Now I have to say, I had to read, reread, and read 5 more times the instructions, really looking at which part faced up or inward. And you must get that orientation correct, or you will go back a few steps later to adjust. Trust me, I know. I am so glad I cut and painted all the siding before we even started all this. Believe me, you want to follow that. Good job. Good job.
Right, I have to let it go.
Okay.
Just watch your fingers.
Got it. Ah, shit. My fingers. After we slid in all this siding, screwed it down, and I'm talking hundreds of screws, we went to install the roof, the next step. And that's when we noticed our second fiasco. So this much of a lip, about a thumb's width of a lip, there is an overhang. We now cannot put the gables on the roof. So we took out hundreds of screws, slid it all out, cut off the exact amount, which that caused a lot of anxiety since there's really no going back. Oh wow, that's perfect, good job. And then, well, reassembled everything. At this point, Felix and I were losing steam. I started this build early May. It is now late July, working off and on in the heat for 3 months. We needed fresh eyes and fresh energy, so I begged my friend who's a general contractor, please just come over for one day. We just need one final push, and that's the day we put the roof on and finish this build. Okay. I learned you men don't read the instructions.
Where?
Here's my shed, my 10 by 12 shed, thanks to Aero Storage Products. I love it. Looks so good. I went with this black graphite color scheme. The outside, she's beautiful, she is done. The inside, I have to walk you through my vision because I've just thrown some stuff in here. It's not all finished. So on this north wall, you can see there's chairs, water hose, tile, extra siding, shovels. I want to build this out, make it very organized and actually like a nice aesthetic for a shed. On this south side, I have a vision of having a pottery wheel. You open up these doors, you have a magnificent sunset view, you have watercolors and pillows and umbrellas, everything you need for an outdoor lounge, outdoor event space, because that's kind of what I'm turning the top of the property into. I purchased this shed and those pergolas on Shelter Logic. So I'm thinking on our next video, why don't I show you how I actually finished the pergolas out? I joined two together. And if you have any questions, any comments about the shed, please let me know. I'm still looking for design ideas for the inside. So see you guys soon. Thanks for joining.